Uh, Good day to you all, my dear friends. As you know me, I keep learning and learning about health. I think there is nothing more important than health because health, well, if we make it that way, health and happiness go hand in hand. And if we are happy and healthy, that's the goal of longevity and young aging. So I was, I'm always learning about stress and how do I assess, per se, my stress? Well, not only listening to the body, but also how do I measure whether I'm in stress or not? Because stress applies, as we all know, to something that is called oxidative stress or cellular stress. And cellular stress is basically stresses the cells and affects our metabolism. And on and on and on and on. So that's our function. But we need to understand that stress is not just per se about when we stress, it's a cortisol and blah, blah, blah. No, it's about the balance of all systems. When we are stressed and we feel stress up there, our microgut is stressed. If our microgut is stressed, it reflects on our immune system. When we're stressed, our digestive system is stressed. When we're stressed, we do not detoxify properly because, as I said, stress cells, they don't metabolize right. So the liver doesn't metabolize, doesn't process the toxins the right way, and on and on and on. So what am I learning all the time? And it was a completely new thing for me to learn the concept that is called heart rate variability. So, I bought myself an iWatch. Why? Because I can uh, follow my daily or circadian rhythm via my Apple Watch and looking and analyzing, measuring my heart rate variability, and also analyzing my sleep pattern and setting up my exercise routine. So, what happened? So, I know that not last week, but the couple weeks before, I was very tense. It was few very intense weeks. Not only my dog and I, we are undergoing evaluations and we are in the process of ratification for pet therapy. I think that is so awesome to go to the hospitals, nursing homes, or other facilities and bring a dog. And when sick people, they pet a dog, they become happier. He puts the smile on their faces. But it requires a lot of work, and I was stressed out about all the tests that we had to overgo and undergo. And then with my company, with my health and wellness company, we were hosting the first Canadian convention, first in Edmonton. So I felt so much pressure on our team to show up. But I was also on stage presenting something that per se was a new concept for me. So I supposed to talk about health and skin and how does the skin operates and how does the skin age and on and on. So and I had to go through a lot of literature search and the process of understanding and analyzing the new products, scrutinizing the list of ingredients, it's a huge responsibility for me to be very objective, to be non-biased, just to be honest. Lots of pressure. So I was thinking, let's look at follow my heart rate variability. So let me show you first. So in medical school, they teach us that the heart should build regularly. But actually, sorry, the dog is barking. The heart actually beats kind of regularly, as you see, but regularly irregular, with a very small milliseconds intervals between the beats. And that is, please forgive me. And that is what's called heart rate variability. So as you see, heart rate variability is a physiological phenomenon of variation in the time interval between heartbeats. It is measured in variation of the beat to beat interval. And then, in normality, depending on the age, if you are in the 20s, it's between 55 to 105, and somewhere sort of my age, it has to be over 25, or some say over 20. So let me stop sharing. So now, what is this importance? So that heart variability, it's interesting. When we are stressed, there's basically no heart rate variability. Again, please forgive me. Now I have a visitor. He has to be with mom. So when we're stressed, and we have two major nervous systems, we have the system of excitement, which is a sympathetic nervous system. And then we have a system of calming, or parasympathetic nervous system. So when we are nervous, when we are stressed, it's like we are running away from the tiger. So our heart rate variability narrows, and actually our heart rate goes faster and regular. So heart rate variability goes below 20, or maybe even below, 15, 12, and on. With being relaxed and calm, the heart rate variability goes up. And that's an indication that parasympathetic system is working right. So I was so excited to learn about it when I was tracking myself during those couple of weeks, noticing that my heart rate variability was hardly above 20. And then what is important to see, it's important to see your sleep pattern. And yeah, my deep sleep was not good at all. In fact, of the day of a fiddler's exam and test, I did not have deep sleep, period. It was zero. And it was very minimal deep sleep just before the convention. I was nervous, all right. Now, another thing is what interesting to see is your resting heart rate. Whether it's above 60, whether it's below 60, it will also indicate your nervousness, your stress level. So why am I doing this? Interesting. Right after the convention and right after Fiddler's test, and I believe the convention went awesome. I think I did a good job on stage. It's not for me to basically play accolades to myself. However, my boy did amazing on the pre-ratification test, and it was so stressful to be in one of the nursing homes with so many people. The excitement, it was just a lot of kind of like, the energy was intense. So the next morning, I checked my heart. So I knew that I calmed down. We got the results. We passed. The event came and passed, and it was awesome. So I felt that I am calming down. But let me check how. So we got the result of the test, let's see, Monday afternoon. So Monday night. So Tuesday morning, I woke up. I checked my deep sleep, which was over 1 hour. And I checked my heart rate variability, which jumped up to 46 milliseconds. And that's the importance of stress and managing the stress. How do we manage the stress? It's basically up to you, but something we cannot predict. Let's say the events, the stress of the events, the exams. Because during that time, I knew that I was stressed and I was meditating and I was going to the gym. What else? Oh, yeah, and I was doing some breathing. And it was still not enough. It kept me above 20. I don't know where I would have been without meditation and without breathing and good food and exercise. I don't know where I would have been, maybe below 10. But it still didn't get me where I wanted to be. Calming down, here comes another visitor. Calming down, and my heart rate variability went to 46. That's the message. Hopefully, that was a little glimpse of an education. I sure learned a lot before I had a pleasure talking to you. So, thank you very much. Till we meet again.